I have to start by saying I am absolutely the worst. I really have good intentions for doing more videos and putting it out there where we're at with the progress of moving. And then things get so busy, and then you think everything has to be perfect. And I have to think about exactly what I wanted to say. And then, you think about getting ready and making sure everything's just perfect for these. And I'm just like, that's never going to happen because one, I'm never going to be perfect. I'm never going to have everything ready. And I've been putting it off. And so many things have been going on that finally today I went and cleaned. I got home and I'm like, I haven't done a video and I've been getting asked a lot of questions. And so I thought, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to sit down real quick and kind of give a quick update of what's going on and where we're at with the move. So, real quick, things are going really well. We are both packing right now. We're both getting rid of items. For myself, I had a yard sale a week and a half ago, and it was really well. It went really well. Um, of course, you don't ever get rid of everything at the yard sale. I wish that you could, but it just doesn't happen. And so I was starting to pile everything into my garage and was making these big plans to, go and donate it or sell it or, give it away. And as I started going through it, I'm just like, this is going to take much more time than I have. And Lance suggested getting a dumpster because we had to throw away a bunch of stuff in the back, scrap stuff that wasn't going to go with us. And instead of going down to the dump, it would just be a lot quicker just to get a dumpster out here for a week. So called him up, had it delivered. And as I'm looking at everything in the garage, I'm like, I can't bring myself to throw that stuff away. And finally I got to the point, I'm like, Lance, I can't do it, but if you just throw it away, throw all that stuff away, because it's funny how attached you can get to items. And I would go out professionally and help people organize. I'd help people get rid of stuff that, is bringing no value to you. And then I'm looking at myself going, here you are preaching this to people, and yet you're holding on to stuff, that boxes that you haven't even looked in for 4 to 6 years, and you're keeping it just because, that's what you do. So I'm like, you know what? I haven't used it for this long. Just chuck it, get rid of it. And I found myself, as the dumpster started getting full, I started going through my house more and pulling more stuff out of closets, being, thinking to myself, I don't need this. I'm not going to use this. I don't like that anymore. Throw it in the dumpster. So that got picked up today, and it was full when they picked it up, and it feels amazing. I was a little hesitant at first, but as it went on, it just feels amazing. I'm selling all my big items. Most of them have already been sold. So I have a few items left that I'm trying to get rid of, because my whole goal is to go to Montana, with as little amount of stuff as possible and a fresh start. Plus, where we're moving, we're not going to have a lot of space at the very beginning. And so really need to downsize. And it's not so much we need to downsize, it's more I need to downsize because I have a lot of stuff. So, but that's going really well. I will give you a tour of my house next time, and just kind of show you where we're at with everything. It's looking really bare. We've been trying to hang out with as many friends as we can and family, because, we're not going to have all the time. So we've kind of been trying to combine, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun to see, people that I haven't seen for a while. And it's just been really, really nice. This weekend coming up, I'm making a trip down to Vegas with my youngest daughter and one of her friends. And we're just going to hang out and just relax and just have some good quality time, before having to leave. And, those are the things that I'm trying to get done right now, and to spend as much time as possible. So, other than that, everything's going really well. I'm getting a ton of questions. So, we were getting questions as far as like, what are you going to do up there? What is this business? And I know I've been very vague on a reason to hope of exactly what it is. And I'm going to dive into that more as the videos come up, and, we get closer to moving. I've been trying to do it now, but there's just not enough time in the day. So I will explain more of that as we go. I will give you a tour of where we're living once we get up there. I'm going to kind of bring you along a little bit more often with, each step that we're making. So it should be a lot of fun. I hope that, you guys can get something out of it instead of just me talking. But the other thing I wanted to get on real quick and talk about is Lance and I went to dinner the other night and we had this conversation of what people are saying to us when we tell them what we're doing. And it's all been positive. Everyone's happy for us. We get a lot of people that are like, there's no way I could ever do that. That would just freak me out. You get a lot of people that tell you that they had this dream or they wanted to do this and they just haven't got everything in order to make that happen, or they're wanting to make it happen at some point, but it's just not right now. And I get it. Believe me, I get it. If things aren't right, things aren't right. But what I want to say to everyone is you never know how short your life truly is. If all of us knew the day that we were going to die, we would all live completely different than what we are today. Unfortunately, we don't know. And sometimes when we do find out that it's our time, it's too late to actually enjoy the things that we wanted to do or to go make those changes. And it kind of got brought up as we're talking about it, because it makes me sad inside that so many people feel that way, that they want to do this or they want to do that, but they're either scared to, or they don't think they can, or they think they have to wait for A, B, C, D to line up. And it got me thinking of something that I have thought about for the last 3.5 years. And it was, and I told Lance this the other night at dinner, was John's last meal on this earth was Taco Bell. And saying that and knowing that makes me want to cry, and then also makes me want to laugh, because it makes me think, if he knew that his heart was going to stop the next day, would he have chose Taco Bell for dinner? Would he have made the same decisions the day before that he did? And honestly, I can't speak for him. He did like Taco Bell, I'm not going to lie. We had a great day the day before, the night before. It was a really amazing day, and I am so thankful every day for that. However, that summer that he died, or after that summer, excuse me, he was building 4 houses at once in the summer of 2018. And the whole reason behind it was he wanted to get ahead. He wanted to get a boat. He wanted to do all these things and get a little bit of a nest egg built up to where we could actually go out and enjoy things and not be so stressed. And but because of that, he put this idea in his head that if he did these 4 homes, and it was only him and 1 employee that was doing these homes, and they were pretty quick. And he kept telling me that whole time, like, he'd get up and be to work at 6 and he wouldn't get home until 10 o'clock at night. He would, when the sun went down, he'd turn on his headlights for his truck and shine them at the house as he was framing. He'd have his headlamp on, and he would just go to work to get it done, because he had this goal in mind, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to work so hard so he could enjoy himself each day. And it's such a tragedy to me, because he didn't get that opportunity. He didn't get the opportunity to enjoy the fruits of his labor, all that hard work, because he passed away as they were framing their 4th home. They had a few weeks left on it, and that's when his heart stopped, and then he passed away. And so he didn't get to enjoy any of that. And I see so many people around us as they're talking to Lance and I, and it makes me sad, because how many of us, or how many of you, are not doing something that you want to do because of whatever fear it is. And believe me, I have so many fears myself. One of my biggest fears, and maybe this is the same for other people that have lost someone, is that what if I move to Montana, and what if something happens to Lance? What if I'm not even moving to Montana and I'm in this relationship with someone and I lose them? It's scary to me, all the things that can happen. But I've realized I cannot live my life like that, and I don't want to live my life like that. And I hope you don't want to live your life like that. I hope that you can get that courage to go out and do the things that you want to do. And even if they're little things, just make it happen. I'm not telling you to be irresponsible and go do something completely crazy and then come at me when you're upset if it didn't work or if you didn't like it. I'm not telling or promoting anyone to go and do anything crazy. But I am telling you, after all the conversations we've had with people, do what makes you happy. Don't think about, what other people will think of you, because I'm sure there's a great deal of you that think I'm completely crazy. And there has been some conversation. It's been very supportive, but a lot of people are like, "Are you sure you're going to close up your business? You're going to walk away from your family and all of that?" And yeah, I am. And it's not walking away from my family, literally like 4.5 hours away. So it's not even like a plane ride. Um, and it's something that makes me happy, that I've wanted. And when my time comes and I think about it, I want people to know that when my time comes, that I did what I wanted to do, that I wasn't afraid to do something and let it hinder me. So that's where we're kind of at with everything, not to go on a tangent there, but just I feel like it's very important to get that message out, that if you truly feel like you want to do something, or if something's going to make you happy, make it happen. Do it. Whatever you have to do to make that happen, I say go after it and be happy, because, we only have so much time here and none of us know. And we'd all live differently if we did, but unfortunately we can't know. So I'm going to leave you all with that thought, something for you to ponder. Like I said, I will really, really try to start doing more videos so you can get a better idea of where we're at with everything. If you have questions about anything, that we're doing, that I'm doing, send them to me and I will answer them in a future video, because I would love to be able to do that for all of you. So until next time, love to you all.